To me, there's never been a conflict between science and faith. I'm a physicist. I'm also an ordained minister. The last few years have shown just how easy it is to slip back in time. So that's why I'm running for governor.
Minister and scientist Chris Jones, who is an assistant dean at MIT, has launched a long-shot campaign to be governor of Arkansas and, in turn, has become the first African-American to seek the office in more than a century. The history-making race may have him going head-to-head with former Trump White House press secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders. In a state that the former guy handily won in 2020, does Dr. Jones have a prayer? Joining me now is minister, physicist, and Democratic candidate for governor of Arkansas, Chris Jones. Mr. Jones, thank you very much for coming to the Sunday Show. So, why are you running in a state that Donald Trump won handily?
Yeah, look, Jonathan, thank you for having me on. I'm super excited. I'm running because Arkansas deserves better, and Arkansans deserve better. Arkansans across the state have made it clear to me that they want better. My family's lived in Arkansas for over 200 years, and I love this state. I graduated from Pine Bluff High School, Boston Chapel High School in Pine Bluff, and I could have lived anywhere in the world, but I chose to raise my family here. And right now, the reason I'm running is because I'm fighting for an Arkansas future where every family has an opportunity to succeed, no matter what zip code they come from.
Okay, so in the first 2 weeks of your campaigning, you raised $575,000. That's some hefty coin in Arkansas. But Sarah Huckabee Sanders, she's raised $4.2 million for her bid for Arkansas governor. Are you concerned that she's just going to, if you two end up going head to head, that she's just going to swamp you in the money race?
No, not at all. I think, and here's why. Look, number one, we are out raising money. We're pounding the pavement, and of course, we need the resources. But the thing that's more important than money is the votes. And we're out across the state, and we're knocking on doors. We're getting out in front of folks safely. But I'll tell you this: Arkansans have a choice. It's either Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who seeks to divide our House, and we know that will lead to our fall, or it's me, Chris Jones, who seeks to unite our House so that we can stand and launch into the 21st century. It's clear to me, as I listen to Arkansans, that what we're seeking is someone who is going to follow wise counsel, who's going to listen to scientists, particularly in the midst of COVID, listen to medical advice, and is going to do what's best for Arkansas.
And speaking of listening to scientific advice, from what I understand, Sarah Huckabee Sanders has said that she will not have mask mandates. If you were governor of Arkansas right now, if you were governor, given what's happening, what would you be doing to protect Arkansas from COVID?
Jonathan, my wife's an ER doc, and she's the state medical director for disaster preparedness. So she's in the midst of this, and we went through COVID like all other families. I have 3 daughters, Jordan, Janelle, and Jasmine. And I had to keep them at home while I was running a business, and she was out trying to face COVID. We're in a dire situation right now. And if I were governor right now, I'll tell you, if my car broke down, I'm going to listen to the auto mechanic, the professional. If my roof is leaking, I'm going to call the professionals and listen to them. And right now, we need to listen to our medical professionals. And they're telling us to get vaccinated and wear our mask so we can get over this and allow our economy to grow in the long term and allow our families to be safe.
Mr. Jones, this is an interesting factoid I didn't know until we were preparing for this segment. You're not the only person in your family running for statewide elective office. You have a brother who is running for Attorney General of the state of Arkansas, and he's a Republican.
He is. Say that quietly. Look, if you're an Arkansan, it is highly likely that you have Democrats and Republicans in your family. That's just the case. What matters is, are you willing to sit down, disagree on policy, but still come together and seek the benefit of Arkansas? And I'll tell you, when we get around the kitchen table and my mom has made caramel cake, there is no arguing. We are focused on the joy of that caramel cake.
I thought you were going to say there's no argument because Mama's at the table, not the caramel cake.
It's the cake. It's the cake.
Chris Jones, but before we go, I think it's malpractice if a candidate comes on and doesn't say what their website is.
Yeah, thank you very much. Look, our website is chris4governor.com. Chris, F-O-R, governor.com. Check us out. Of course, we would like for folks to donate, but we also want to hear from people to tell us what matters to you all. And I'm excited about this race. Our Kansans are fired up, and we're looking forward to launching Arkansas into the 21st century.
Chris Jones, candidate for governor of Arkansas, thank you very much for coming to the Sunday Show.